Welcome to the 2A Patriot Ranch, where freedom rings and liberty stands, no need to flinch. Deep in the heart of the American soil, this is where we train, where we sweat and we toil. We run drills on tactical defense, honing our skills with a precise cadence. Rifle marksmanship to hand combat, leave no stone unturned, that's a fact.
What is up, 2A Patriot Ranch family? Welcome back to the channel. We are at 2A Ranch headquarters today, and we've got an exciting overview for you today. We're going to be taking a look at some products from OffGrid. They are a Faraday bag company, Faraday product company, so stay tuned for more. So you guys know, over the past few weeks or so, we've taken a look at a bunch of different products, and we wanted to give you a preview of some of these products before we launch our full series on when the shit hits the fan. Because we wanted to give you some background information into how these products work, how are they made, what are they used for, before we just start kind of rolling through them while we're doing the SHTF series. So today, we want to talk to you about electronics, and more specifically, Faraday bags. So we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of products from a company called OffGrid. They were kind enough to send us these products out to take a look at. For those of you guys that don't know what a Faraday bag or a Faraday cage is, it is basically a bag or a building or a cage that is built around sensitive electronics to prevent them from receiving any kind of electric signal, whether it be Wi-Fi, GPS, cell coverage, and kind of what we're eventually going to be talking about, which is in the case of maybe an EMP, a nuclear-based EMP or solar flare-based EMP, and it'll protect those electronic devices. So the first one we're going to take a look at today is one that I'm a big user of, and that is kind of one of the smaller ones, and it is their phone pouch. So let me grab this here for you guys. So this right here is the OffGrid mobile pouch. Give you a little bit of a closer look up. Very, very tiny, you can see here. But underneath, you unfold it, it folds completely out here to the size of basically any cell phone you could imagine, and then you slide your cell phone down inside of here and you close the flap, and then that prevents any signal from reaching that cell phone. Now, don't believe me? Watch this. So I've got my real phone that I use on a daily basis, and I've got my shit hits the fan phone here with me. So we are going to take these two phones. First, I'm going to dial this one just so you can tell that the ringer is on. Boom. So I'm calling this phone right here. And then we are going to take this phone and we are going to stick it into the Faraday bag. So I'm going to take this phone, I'm going to stick it into the bag here, all the way down in, so the phone is in the bag here, and then I'm going to seal up this compartment. As you can see, all sealed up. It operates by Velcro in there, nice and snug. All right. Now we're going to take my other phone, as you can see, the one I just dialed it with. So this is my shit hits the fan phone inside of the Faraday cage, and we are going to dial that number again. And let's see, let's put on speaker so y'all can hear.
Please leave your message for...
Go straight to voicemail because there is absolutely no signal going to this phone right now. I just wanted to do that experiment with you guys to show you how effective it is with both Wi-Fi and cellular signals. So I'm in my house right now. So this phone is also, or was also, connected to Wi-Fi. So even if it had lost its cell phone signal but still had a Wi-Fi signal, I would have received the call on Wi-Fi calling, but I didn't. Then if I take it out of the bag here, let's pull it out of here, just drops right on out. Put that on the ground there, sorry. And we will try that again. And the phone works again. Pretty freaking cool, right? At a minimum, even if you're not worried about some like shit hits the fan scenario or something like that, at a minimum, this would block all kind of signals. Nobody's getting into your phone. Nobody's hacking into your phone. There's no way to get into this thing with an electronic signal. So this one here is, like I said, the phone version. We're going to go a little bit smaller now. And we're going to talk about the keyfob version. Now, it's going to be very hard for me to show you how this one works. But as you can see, it's about half the size of the other one. It also folds up inside of itself here. If I can get this thing to fold up, sorry. Kind of hard doing this while I'm looking at it this way. And it folds up to about that small. So this is something you could carry around in your pocket, as well as the mobile phone one too. And what you can do is, if you have a key fob, say for a building or for a vehicle or for your apartment or whatever, you can slide that key fob down inside of here, and it's going to protect it. So say you're, I don't know, say you're traveling for work and there is an EMP that hits the area that you're in, say, Houston, and you live in Miami like I do. Well, this is going to protect your key fob so that when you get back home, if you get back home, when you get back home, you'll be able to get into your building. Secondary effect, as I was talking about with the cell phone, if you put your key fob in here, nobody is able to clone your key fob. So if you have it in your backpack, say at the gym, or it's in your pocket and you're worried about RFID, that sort of thing, if you have it in this bag here, nothing is going to get through to it. Now, those are two very, very small versions of a Faraday bag, Faraday material. Let's take a look at something that is a little bit, shall we say, larger. So stand by. All right, guys, we are back with the duffel bag. This thing is ginormous. As you can see, it takes up like my whole body. But before we get into this, I think there's something already inside of it. Oh, there is. Let's put that down there. What do we have inside of here? We have our daily food from Nutrient Survival. These guys are fantastic. Whether you need something for hiking food, trail food, camping food, or you want to stockpile for when the shit does hit the fan, these guys are absolutely fantastic. So each one of these carries a day's worth of meals. This one right here has 1,650 calories, and it's homestyle scramble, maple almond grain crunch, triple mac and cheese, a chocolate milkshake, vanilla shake, regular milk, mixed berry juice, and coffee. And then this one over here has hearty apple cinnamon oatmeal, hearty lasagna, mac and cheese, chocolate shake, vanilla shake, lemon lime drink, and coffee as well. This one has 1,600 calories. This is an entire day's worth of food just in these small bags here. I highly encourage you, if you are building a bug out bag or a get home bag, grab a couple of these from Nutrient Survival, throw them into your bag. You won't regret it. As you can see, I had it in mine. All right. back to the bag. As you can tell, as I was saying, this is a very large bag. Look at this darn thing. It has one huge main compartment on top here. This thing kind of folds out from the inside, and it also is enclosed with a high-grade Velcro. You can see on the inside there's a Velcro strap, and then on the back here it folds down onto a Velcro pad as well. This entire compartment is a Faraday compartment. So you can stow all your gear, everything you need down in here, and it's going to be protected. So if you have, say, a laptop or a radio or communication equipment, you can put it into this big slot here along with all your other stuff. Maybe it's the nutrient survival we were just talking about, or maybe it's your change of clothes, maybe it's your firearm, whatever it is. If this is your bug out bag, you can put everything you need down in the large section here. Now, they didn't stop right there when it comes to the Faraday sections. They're far, far from it. So on the, we'll call it the right side here, at least my right side, we're going to open up this pocket right here, and inside of it, it's going to be really hard to show you guys, but inside of it here, there is you can see it says phone. So you can have this bag with you, and instead of throwing your phone in the big compartment, you just open up the side compartment here, open up the phone tab, throw your phone in there. So once again, say you're at the gym, you run into the grocery store or whatever it is, you want to secure your phone. For me, I keep my when the shit hits the fan phone in here when I have it in here, and I keep my other phone on me, so I still have the ability to communicate. But this gives you that extra level of protection from inside of the bag. Now, we're still not done yet, guys. On the other side here, we'll call it the front side, we also have another Faraday bag that comes from this front section here. And it is labeled, see if you guys can read that, it is labeled tablet. So if you carry around like a small laptop or an iPad or an Android tablet, something like that, you can throw that down here in this front compartment. So it's away from maybe if you do have a gun jostling around in here, or you do have, maybe throw a wet towel in there or something like that that you don't want to get on your tablet. You can throw your tablet in this front column here. We'll slide down in here just like we did with the phone. See that? And that's protected all by itself in there. So this thing comes with 3 separate Faraday compartments, a very large one up top, a smaller one for your phone on the side, and then one for a tablet on the front. There's also a little one right in here. Let's not forget this one. See if I can get it on camera for you guys. For your key fob. How cool is this freaking bag? I got this thing, and my co-host Don from the Liberty Goons, we were together when I was opening this up, and I was showing him, and I was like, hey, check out this Faraday bag. And I'm going through it, and I just kept finding like the more sections of different Faraday compartments. This bag is an absolutely phenomenal bag. It would work great as a bug out bag. It does come with carry handles and also a shoulder strap, so you can throw it over your shoulder if you need to. This bag comes in right at around $350, which is obviously a little bit on the high end for a duffel bag or a bug out bag. However, what price can you put on you being the one that still has the ability to have your electronics if something goes wrong? You'll still have access to a cell phone, a tablet, a radio, anything you can think of that you can fit in this bag, you'll be the one that still has access to it. If you're like me, and we're going to get into this a little bit more in the SHTF video series, but if you're like me, I keep all kinds of plans and survival information all downloaded onto my SHTF phone and my tablet so that if something does happen, I still have access to hundreds of thousands of hours of videos, survival guides, everything from teaching you how to farm to building a tourniquet out of a twig or whatever it is. I've got all of that information still available to me. Now, insider tip, what I also do is I put in my battery backup chargers into my Faraday bag as well. If you think about it, they still have circuit boards in them. So if they were exposed to some sort of electromagnetic pulse, the chances are that those battery packs are not going to work any longer either. But if you have them inside of your Faraday bag, chances are you're going to be good to go. I have one of those ones that has the little cellular thing on it, or not cellular, solar thing on it. So that'll allow me to charge it using sunlight as well. These are all little tips and tricks on how you can use these Faraday bags. At a minimum, if you guys just pick up the cell phone one, this is a fantastic addition to your collection. These come in, I think, right around $60, so they're not that expensive. Even if you don't have an extra phone, you still have the ability, if you're starting to feel things aren't going quite right, throw your phone in there, you're going to be protected. However, I really encourage you guys to get a second phone that you can use for that type of thing, even if you don't have like cell service connected to it. This one I do. I'll leave a link down below. I use Helium Mobile. I think I pay about $5 a month to have self-service on this phone. I don't use it for anything, but in case I do, it's a good backup device to have. But like I said, I have downloaded and preloaded all of my survival information to this phone. So even if it doesn't have cellular service, this little device right here is a wealth of information for you. So just a little tip, just a little trick. I highly urge you, even if you just go on eBay and buy a 3 version old Samsung Galaxy phone, or if you're an iPhone person, one of those two, you can probably pick one up for like $100 on the used market, do that. There are plenty of sites. I have like the entire US Army manual in here. I have a ton of different Wikipedia and WikiHow information on here. Really, really good. I'll leave some of those links down below for you. But I highly encourage you, if you don't do anything, at least get one of these small mobile Faraday bags from OffGrid. Again, really want to thank OffGrid for sending this stuff out to us. I have a bag that looks similar to this. It's a little bit larger and it doesn't function as well as this one does. So this is the one that I've switched over to using right now. If you have any questions about EMPs, Faraday bags, how to use any of the stuff I was talking about today, or maybe just some suggestions that we have for our SHTF series coming up, leave it down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. We are also on a march to 20,000 subscribers, and we are almost there. Thank you to a Patriot family. If you are not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and if you want to get notified every single time that we post cool shit just like this, ring that notification bell. Until next time, I'm John from 2A Patriot Ranch.